still being stalked.
Let me resume.
They ain't exactly subtle. Wendigo!
Ah! It burns!
Root says they've got corrosive spores. Maybe don't get too close. Yeah, I think we've earned a vacation. Preferably on a normal planet where nothing's trying to kill us.
With nowhere and Contraxia wrecked, all of our favorite drinking holes are gone.
The Milano is still intact.
Looks like there's gonna be a fight right there.
Look, Will, it's your new best bud.
I'd say communication has failed.
Another, up there.
Sustenance!
Good! And we're starving him of a meal!
Well, I hope they live dying in them! Find another snack, buddy!
I think they just want to play! You know, to death! Said of me! Beware! Sending their way, Max! Attack! Ah! A good fight warms the blood!
Still don't know how you do this shirtless!
Go home! Get it? Clever wordplay, Peter Quill! Melted the abominable snowman! The abominable beast! Proved the venerable foe! It reminds me of the abominable snowman! They are indeed abominable! Cut him down, Groot! Ah! The final kill goes to me! No doubt these beasts serve as sustenance for food! Not today, they don't!
Find another snack, buddy!
Or perhaps you would prefer the whole meal! Okay, I'm done playing with the snow monkeys.
Wendigo.
Is that really what we're calling them?
Hey, they're the ones who keep yelling Wendigo. See?
Sounds like we haven't seen the last of them.
Maybe Hellbender will want to add some of those Wendigo to her army.
Assuming they don't hold a grudge.
Hey, they started it.
So much for not holding a grudge!
Ouch.
What do you think, Will? They still just trying to communicate!
Heads up!
They just herd us into their zoo?
Looks more like a dinner plate!
Let's make sure we don't end up on the menu.
These things even die weird!
Ugh! I don't have to look at it anymore!
Time to shred them! It's like the whole planet came out to play.
This is my kind of game!
Take some breathing room, Groot!
I hope we squash some of these markers when we crash!
Too bad we didn't get more of them. Don't get back up or I will punch you and get caution! Another one down! Yes! Bring My butt still hurts from that slide. Are you sure you have not been bitten on the buttock?
I hope we squash some of these markers when we crash!
Too bad we didn't get more of them. Take heed.
You can admire him later! Watch out!
Yes! Bring me more!
Drax is on a murder raid, and I ain't complaining!
It's like the whole planet came out to play. Not all! We still lack the most important guest of all! Yes! I am enjoying myself! This reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area! I think you mean the quarantine zone!
Yeah, I think they hold a bit of a grudge.
I'm ready! Just find me an opening!
It's that Jack Clark who was hucking rocks at us.
Let us return the favor!
Been too
great
long
strength
since I
is
blew something up.
underutilized! My butt still hurts from that slide!
That ain't the pain in the ass I'm worried about right now.
This reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area! I think you mean the quarantine zone!
I hope we squash some of these markers when we crash.
Direct combat is far more honorable! It is acceptable to ask for help!
Oh crap.
Can't believe those snow monkeys got the jump on us! Now it is I who will jump on them! With armor! Deadliest woman incoming! Yes! Bring me more! Guys, huddle up!
That was the accident yet again.
What a blast! I haven't felt this excited since the Galactic War!
Better watch her out there, Quill. She fought on both sides, remember? Whereas me, I don't need to take sides to mow anybody down. I just love making scumbusters go boom!
Okay, look, guys. The ending is near. We're feeling no fear. Because we all came from outer space.
What?
I did not come from outer space.
So let's brave the odds and fight like no one else does. Let's do it right and take them out tonight. Who's with me?
Does
Here we
anyone
go.
understand that speech?
It's like the whole planet came out to
Make
play.
your peace!
Let him come! I got bombs for all!
Dodge this! Can we kill any faster? It's black and cold!
Tell that to that!
This reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area.
Yeah, you'd think we just turned on a thumper!
We killed their leader. They should leave us alone now.
Or seek revenge.
Think that wreck is the camp we saw?
Nah, this thing has been here for ages. Look, the smoke's coming from the other side of it.
We're close, but we're gonna need to get up there.
All right, Groot, give me a boost. About yay high.
Yay is not a unit of measurement.
Groot knows what he means.
Is snow beasts have whet my appetite. I am eager to slay the great Fin Fang Foom.
Capture Drax. We're going to capture him. All right, heads up. I'm gonna drop something down for you guys. Look out below!
Ha! That'll work!
You think those creatures were using this ship for shelter?
Screw them! They're dead.
We'd better not get stranded out here. This cold is deadly.
We can always burn Groot.
Rocket!
Here, give me a hand.
We should be ready. We don't know the source of that smoke. More hostiles.
Maybe it's just a nice warm fire and some Sakaar and spirits.
Ooh, maybe it's a barbecue.
What's barbecue?
What? You guys have never had barbecue? Charbroiled burgers, grilled steaks, baby back ribs?
Whatever it is, it smells.
Bodies. It smells of bodies.
Jeez. Is all this foom?
Undoubtedly.
Up ahead. Looks like there's a survivor. Who goes there?
No head. She has no head.
I believe that repulsive tentacle orb is her head.
And I can hear you with it.
Are you the only survivor?
Clearly not. Who are you, meat sacks?
We're here for foom.
Forget what I said. Yeah, I'm the only survivor. Or will be.
I take it you know where we can find him?
Sure, digesting my men back at his roost. Big Eye's obelisk sticking out of the Caldera's frozen sea.
Don't worry, we'll take care of foom.
Sure you will, Terran. Just don't come running back here when he chases you. Still got some things to pack up.
Are you gonna be okay?
I don't need your pity, Terran. I'll head back to Contraxia and lick my wounds.
Ooh, hey, you may not want to do that. Contraxia isn't exactly safe right now.
When is it ever?
Seriously, maybe you should just come with us.
I've been embarrassed enough today without taking help from a stranger. I can look after myself.
Well, if you hear people talking about a promise with a matriarch, just steer clear.
I'll keep that in mind.
Sorry about your men.
Dead men collect no paychecks. Speaking of, aren't you the Mad Titan's daughter?
What of it?
Relax, I'm not looking for trouble. There was a time I'd have taken you in for the bounty.
There was a time I'd have killed you for trying.
Yeah, seems we've both got bigger problems right now.
Seems like.
Any of you corpses mind if I help myself to your stuff? No? Well, thank you.
May as well put it to good use, right?
They ain't using it.
It's for the last one.
Done. Here's hoping we do better against Foom than this lot.
Hang on, it's pointless now because I've got everything upgraded.
Another hunt marker?
This one is unclaimed. No doubt it belonged to one of these corpses.
Guess they never got the chance to plan it.
I have appropriated it for our own use, to herald our bravery this day. It shall mark our ultimate conquest, or our glorious defeat.
Foom may be bad news, but he's nothing compared to the fight that comes next.
It shall mark our penultimate conquest.
One conquest at a time. All right, people, let's catch us a dragon.
Yes, we grow ever closer to our great destiny.
You're awful chipper, considering Foom obliterated that camp like it was nothing.
We are not nothing.
I'm with Drax. No mountain too high, no valley too low.
Whoa! Hey, Keen, the ice is amplifying our velocity.
This is how I die! Have you lost your fucking mind?
Whoops.
All right, people, let's catch us a dragon.
Yes, we grow ever closer to our great destiny.
You're awful chipper, considering Foom obliterated that camp like it was nothing.
From here.
We are not nothing. Whoa! Hey, Keen, the ice is amplifying our velocity.
This is how I die! Have you lost your fucking mind?
Come on! If you forget it's incredibly dangerous, it's actually kind of fun!
Indeed! As we are destiny mutants.
Well, that takes care of the getting down part.
I don't even want to think about how we're gonna get back up. Or how we're gonna get Foom up there.
Look on the bright side. We may be dead.
Nonsense.
Back on Earth, people would use dog sleds. A whole line of huskies pulling a sled across the ice.
Don't expect me to be the dog.
I was actually thinking of the Wendigo, and Foom is the sled.
That's the craziest idea I've ever heard.
Yeah. I love it. Too bad that camp didn't have nothing useful, like a can of anti-foam spray.
Perhaps a copy of Fighting Fin Fang Foom Volume 3, Dragon Slaying Techniques and Strategies.
Somebody actually wrote that?
Oh, I didn't think it could get any colder.
You know, it's days like these I'm glad I installed seat warmers in the Milano.
Up ahead, there's the ice obelisk.
This must be it, the frozen sea.
This is the perfect spot. Here we will challenge the great beast. Fin Fang Foom, come and face your death.
What are you doing? We can't get the drop on him if he knows we're here.
Also, we're not killing him, remember?
Shout with me. Here we demonstrate our mettle.
Fin Fang Foom! Your end draws near!
Nope, not his end.
Your quill. Go!
Fin Fang Foom, it's nap time!
Rocket, it's your turn.
Did he just say my real name?
Rocket!
Fin Fang Foom! We're gonna decomboggle your flunking scut spigots! You hear me?
He hears you!
You scaly, overgrown Gordlesplode! You fessed lump of Satarkian shrub meat! You don't scare us!
It feels good, does it not?
Yeah! Yeah! It actually does!
And now we disrobe.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Any last Foom stories, Drax?
They say the great beast has one weakness.
You're telling us now!
Just through here. Be ready for anything.
That is technically impossible. My blood thickens in anticipation of our great combat.
Gross.
Where is he?
Maybe we spooked him.
Impossible. Foom was born without fear.
You don't know that.
In the cold heart of a dying star.
Dying stars ain't cold.
This one was.
You think his lair's behind that?
Let's find out.
go.
After that,
By beating him into submission.
We're gonna have to get through that ice armor first!
not so invincible after all. Yeah, bust up the other pieces. Let's strip this guy bare.
What's the claws? I intend to do more than just walk.
He's taking a swing.
Now it's our turn to strike. Today, we earn our place in Utah.
As long as we ain't going there anytime
Bane
soon.
of Ice, Peter Quill.
See? Bane of Ice isn't such a bad nickname.
We should have just carpet bombed him with the Milano.
We're not killing him, remember?
Boom, baby. How you like us now?
His opinion does not appear to have improved.
Want to go!
Nice, Boom. Easy, Boom.
Ain't nothing nice or easy about him.
Nice work, Peter!
Not so hot now, are you, Boom?
Bring it, you overgrown lizard.
Looks like he just did! God! That was too close!
Good thinking. Muscles, get through the head. He thinks you two can refund that rock right into Boom's face.
Come on! You like Sector 9!
Hellbender's got all the minions you can eat.
Keep this done by our combined might.
Hope this makes you swear with Hellbender.
It better! We need a favor!
Danger close, Rocket. Crash, sack up.
Suppose we had some boom as I originally suggested.
Okay, Drax. You get to pick our next money-making scheme.
Watch out for his... well, everything!
Great advice, Gamora.
He means to crush us. Ah! His own might will be his undoing.
The ice isn't cracking, you big baby. We definitely got his attention.
And he's got ours! Nothing is fine!
What is next, Peter Quill?
Last time I got stabbed!
Now it's our turn to strike.
Blow the way, Rocket. Hope this makes you swear with Hellbender.
You would do well to use her full title in her presence. Suppose we had so boom as I originally suggested.
Don't rub it in.
Feel free to give up, Boom.
You'll love Lady Hellbender! Promise! Watch out for his... well, everything!
Be never shame himself with surrender.
Don't get your branches burned!
To the bone!
Let's hurry this
The beast
up!
grows
I'm
desperate.
ready. Yeah, and pissed!
And he's about to get sloppy! Watch out for his... well, everything!
Great advice, Gamora! One more time! Let's knock him out cold!
Doesn't look like he's gonna make it easy on us!
Beast is most dangerous when Addison's desperate. We must not fail. I am trying. We are ready.
Now, Peter!
Fire! Yes! We stand triumphant! Foom has fallen. Oh, hold on! No, wait, no! No, Lady Hellbender! Jack, stop! Guys! Wait, guys, no!
Lady Hellbender, rewind it up.
Nobody escapes my wrath. Floorboard. Monster Queen of Seknarf 9, you said you'd hear him out. Promised. Speak. I hope this is the one where you make a good speech.
We screwed up. We conned you, robbed you, killed your baby. We can't take back what we've done. But we want to make it right.
Quill.
You murdered the Dragon Lord of Kakarantara! This is new. Fate has finally brought the two of us together. Lord Foom. The final harvest begins. Dead worlds screaming across space. We must go. Now.
Someone needs to take a stand against the church. We could really use some help.
You pay one debt, then create another.
No, though I can kind of see...
Enough. I will gather my forces.
All right, let's go.
Yes! The noble Lady Hellbender shall fight alongside us this day. After we bested Foom the Invincible.
We found Drax's peanut butter and chocolate.
We are on the path to destiny, my friends.
I still can't believe we did it. We did do it, right?
We sure did, and we got Mantis back.
But we lost Warlock, and we'll need him to exercise the Magus once we shut down that ritual.
So we bust him out of cult prison. I've done jailbreaks before, we all have.
We still tracking him?
Oh yeah, that thing ain't coming out easy.
Good. Then all we gotta do is get there on time and hope Lady Hellbender does too.
She will. I'm certain of it.
All right. Let's gear up, people. Tie up any loose ends. Take a pee if you have to, because we're not stopping again.
Hey, Quill. Let me borrow your tunes.
Why?
I need to focus. Come on.
Do not drop that.
Mantis? What happened on the Mantis after we left? Last time we saw you, things looked dire.
It's a long story. We can talk about it after you do like Star Guy says and use the bathroom.
I don't need to.
All right, but don't say I didn't warn you in church Grandpa makes you do faith crunches.
Wait, Raker's gonna do what?
It depends. But at some point, someone says my name, and then there's a little bit of pee.
Great. I did not want to know that.
Oh yeah, little fuzzy. Maybe the little bit of pee is you.
Nope.
Hey, Rocket. Working on something?
I'm always working on something.
You're not listening to my tunes?
No, you turned the music on.
Then can I have my player back?
Why? You already got music playing.
Right. So you don't need the player to focus anymore.
You might turn it off.
Yeah, but
What part of I need to focus don't you get, Quill?
what do you need to focus on so badly anyway?
Something that might give us a way to get through the Armada around Sacrosanct, just in case Lady Skullsuit doesn't show up in time.
Nice. What is it?
You'll see.
Mantis! I've got so many questions.
I know, and I want so many answers. Like, seize the means of production. Or, it's not just a rash. Or, yes, it is gluten-free.
Not the answers I was looking for, but now I'm wondering about the questions.
What questions?
How did you convince Lady Hellbender to meet us on Maklu 4? You weren't even with us when we decided to go.
Actually, convincing her to go after you wasn't hard at all. But convincing her to hear you out, whew, that was tough. I had to get all creepy mystical and spook her with warnings about what would happen otherwise.
You told her about the end of the universe, and she believed you?
Oh, no, not at first. But when I brought up all her precious monsters dying, she came around. Couldn't take that chance with her babies, you know?
What happened on Lamentis after we left? You said some people would survive, but that doesn't fare super well for the others.
Many of the elders died. They didn't resist the invasion, but they would never accept the promise. It isn't their way.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Their sacrifice bought time for me and the Kotati to hide most of the others. They will emerge when the galaxy is saved.
So you're able to hide them in the caves. Hope you told them to stay away from the fog. Well, I'm glad to have you with us.
Oh, good, because you're not always glad.
Why not?
Well, sometimes I'm your ex-wife.
What?
I think she's pulling your leg, Quill.
It only ever happens the one time, but it's so funny.
So, Bug Girl, how come you can understand Groot so well? You've only...
Good thinking. Get the watering sorted out before we go.
He looks so sad, swishing around in his robes.
What'd he say?
Groot wants to water the Grand Unifier.
Oh, right.
The soap unifier!
The Grand Humidity!
Well, he's not activated. Am I still in? Okay.
Hey, Bugly, you see anything about this mission we should know about?
Gamora, I was only looking.
Relax. I'm not gonna kill you. This time.
Okay, good.
I actually never got a chance to say thank you for the doll.
Oh, no problem. I know how you like this kind of stuff.
It was very thoughtful. I can count on one hand the number of times someone has given me a present without expecting something in return.
Wow. Christmas gifts from Thanos must have really sucked.
That's putting it lightly. Thanos wasn't the giving type. Everything was a mind game designed to control us, gifts included. So thank yous aren't exactly my strong suit. Something Mantis says I need to work on.
How do you know Mantis? Did she give you one of her weirdo fortunes or something?
Not exactly. How do you know her?
I maybe tried to pick her up in a bar once.
And how'd that work out?
Good. Until she did the creepy antenna thing. I was half expecting her to start chanting, Red Rum, Red Rum.
Red what?
Doesn't matter. Point is, she's a wacko for sure. A really hot wacko. Who happens to be your friend?
Yeah, well, that wacko saved my life. A few years ago. Someone got the jump on me. An assassin. Nearly killed me. Mantis happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Seems to have a knack for that.
Yeah. Turns out I had no idea how badly I needed someone like her in my life. Up until then, I'd been so lonely. After the war, the resistance disbanded. Richard Rider got busy with politics, and the world mine had no use for someone like me.
An assassin?
Something like that. Thanos trained me to be a weapon, not a peacekeeper. Once a weapon, always a weapon, you know?
Is that why Mantis mentioned suicidal urges? Because I get it. I've been there. I'm pretty sure we've all been there at some point.
Let's just say I'm not in that place anymore. Because of Mantis. She showed me another way. A place where maybe I can be needed.
What kind of gifts did Thanos give you? Weapons, poison, the metal wire thing you used to strangle people with?
He gave us dolls. Once. Stupid, ugly things from Xandar.
Wow, okay. That's surprisingly girly.
What? I can't be feminine?
No, just... I was really sure it was gonna be a knife or something.
Like I said, Thanos liked mind games. It was unusual for him to be kind. We didn't even have a bedroom, yet here were these dolls. Purposeless. And they were ours.
Do you still have it? Like, is it in your collection?
No. I lost the one Thanos gave me when I was 6. She was the ugliest doll I'd ever seen. I cried so hard when I lost her. Nebula hurt me. She loved her doll, and I knew she wanted another one. So when she came in to check, we started to fight.
Bet Thanos loved that.
He found us fighting, saw my tears, and laughed. Turns out the dolls were a lesson on the importance of not getting attached. To help us understand that, he took Nebula's doll and threw it into the incinerator.
That's... I can't imagine.
Nebula didn't understand why he did it, only that I was somehow responsible. I started collecting these a few years ago. After Nebula. After I knew I'd never see her again. It's dumb, but I guess I'd do it for her.
Wow. I'm glad I bought this for you. And I can promise that there are zero strings attached to anything I give you. You're an important part of this team, Gamora.
Thanks, Peter. Truly.
All right. Oh, Gamora!
Since when do you meditate?
I don't, but desperate times and all. Stuff's been a lot lately.
I get it. Allah help me, do I get it.
So, how do you use this then? In case, Rocket asks.
Well, for one, it isn't about just holding it. You also need a comfortable place to sit where you can be relaxed but alert and focus on your breathing. Then you practice a lot.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot more work than I was hoping for.
Anything worth doing tends to be.
So how do you do it?
Focus was something Thanos beat into us early on, but it wasn't until I lived with the priests of Palma that I realized how limited his version of meditation really was.
How did you end up living with the priests of Palma? They're not exactly your kind of crowd with the whole pacifism thing.
Mantis introduced me to them last year when I needed to heal. They helped me in ways I didn't think were possible.
Helped? How?
I guess you could say I was broken. Thanos, the war, working as an assassin, it'd take a toll on you. By the time Mantis brought me there, I was ready to give up. I mean, I was miserable. Convinced I was beyond redemption or worth. I truly believed I deserved to die.
But you didn't. Die?
No. There was this boy there. A Khan.
The one you hugged in the village.
A Khan was like me. Lost. His parents had died in an accident. He was combative, rebellious, the opposite of a pacifist. The priest thought it would be a good idea for both of us to work through our scut together.
And was it?
At first, not really. He was a pain in the butt. But over time, we came to rely on each other. Thanos had taught me how to meditate in the functional sense, but not in the spiritual sense, like how to work through my trauma, caring for a Khan. He forced me to reflect and process, and together, through mutual support, a Khan and I were able to overcome our demons.
I can't picture Thanos meditating. I kind of always figured he was this egotistical tyrant.
No, he totally was. But Thanos also understood that aspects of meditation could be useful to his cause.
Like focus?
Focus, increasing overall awareness, pain tolerance. He came up with a series of exercises, fun little games for me and Nebula to compete in as part of our training. The worst part was, we didn't even know what he was doing until it was too late.
What do you mean?
Thanos' brand of meditation warped us, turned us into hyper-focused weapons. That way we were numb to the horrors of his agenda.
Killing people.
Assassination is just a different name for murder.
So how did you cope?
We made puns. Bad, stupid jokes to shout as we were killing people. The more terrible the better.
Here, I thought you just had a really lame sense of humor.
Oh, I do. But it was the only way to survive. And it was something we did together, a new kind of competition, just between me and Nebula, to see who can make the other laugh.
That's really messed up, and yet oddly endearing.
Yeah, well, even bad puns can only get you so far before your conscience catches up with you.
Wow, I had no idea meditation could be so intense.
Or beneficial?
Well, yeah, that too. I guess I should give it a go sometime. Although I'm kind of scared of what I'll find.
Who knows? You might surprise yourself. I know I did.
Yeah, maybe.
Right, didn't expect the convo to be so long. I'm gonna wrap it up. This gameplay, and I'll
You wish to practice hand to hand
resume in the next one.
Weird when you say my actual
Peace.
technique.